Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So NC State's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Ending off on the draw play. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, NC State. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Press coverage now from the secondary. Hand off to the single back. The ball is loose. Scooped up in the defense. Breaks an open space.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll give it to the back. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He gets loose. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Walters. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Uses his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Short pass finds the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that completion. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. A play action looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I don't blame the offense for trying to take a shot here on 2nd and inches, but the quarterback lost track of the time in the pocket. Now it's a much friendlier 3rd down for this defense.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Play action here on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
To bootleg here. Grab down the middle. It's Walters. You can't stop him. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. That ball snagged for a completion. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They'll hand it off. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Receivers are bunched together. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Finally steps out of bounds, but an enormous return to flip the field. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. It's 1st and goal now. That kick return gave them a great chance to score. Send the back in motion. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quarterback will throw it off the 1 pass option, but the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
1st down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Receiver in motion now. Play fake, looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
How about the tight end going down the middle of the field for a big gain? Good throw by the quarterback.
3rd and short, they'll try to throw for him. Swarmed with a pass rush. He's sacked.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Punt team making their way on the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He'll hand it off. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
NC State now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delayed game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. The Wolfpack line out now, 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will be a return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He's running out of time here. Ball scooped up on the defense. Touchdown, NC State. A huge defensive score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the extra point makes it an 18-point game, 28-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made down the middle. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
Got a man! Catch made! Big play! And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught for the completion. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Putting toward the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Great move there. You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC Championship.
State will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. A lot of work to do in the second half, down big. Can they get something going right now? Offense showing a bunch formation now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Let's go!
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes the grab. It's Walters. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this one is caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The pass is caught, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The tight end has got it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, he spins free. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
NC State lines up 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, NC State. This offense cannot be stopped. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Tough spot here, 2nd and long from their own 13. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it with room to run. Breaking tackles and going. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Here we go.
The back's got it. He finds some space. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
What a stiff arm. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tide!
First foul. Defense.
So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll run it here. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Here comes the handoff. Powers through the tackle. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. He's going to take off.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. So far, it's NC State on top, Kirk. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Look out, room to run here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Direct snap. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
The short completion of the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Runs right over the defender. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The shotgun handoff here. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal.
Military stun! Military stun!
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. A completion makes it second down. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Fights off a defender. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pulls it in. It's Walters. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Second down now after the sack. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Snags the quick throw. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That feels like a frustration penalty. This quarterback has been lighting them up, and the defense hit him late that time. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Walters.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. The 30. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. He shreds the tackle. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
NC State lines up 1st and goal. Grinding away on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all. comes 3rd and goal, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. This will be a challenge. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for his back. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll set up to throw. Touchdown, NC State. Adds 6 more points to the total. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
I like the call here by the offense coordinator. After the interception on the previous drive, you get your quarterback a nice, easy throw, something underneath. Try to get him back into rhythm. Let's see what he can do from here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throw to the running back in the flat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Just another example, this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They're going to run it. Looks like NC State will have the first down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.